विद्युत सर्वं जीवनं च प्रज्ञानं च प्रकाशकम् तस्मै विद्युत प्रभवाय नमः सदैव जीवन मान्दिदम्। विद्युत ही जीवन है और यह ज्ञान का प्रकाशक है। जीवन की मधुरता को सदैव बढ़ाने वाली विद्युत की उत्पत्ति को नमस्कार। माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी, सचिव विद्युत मंत्रालय श्री पंकज अग्रवाल जी, अध्यक्ष केंद्रीय विद्युत प्राधिकरण श्री घनश्याम प्रसाद जी, श्री संतोष कुमार सारंगी, डायरेक्टरेट जनरल ऑफ फॉरेन ट्रेड, डॉक्टर आशीष पांडे, हेड ऑफ मैनेजमेंट डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम डिवीजन, समस्त अधिकारीगण एवं साथी प्रशिक्षुओं को सुप्रभात। मैं स्वर्णिम सिंह, सहायक निदेशक 2020 बैच, केंद्रीय विद्युत इंजीनियरिंग सेवा से चयनित, उत्तराखंड के हरिद्वार जिले की निवासी, भारत के प्रथम नागरिक के निवास ऐतिहासिक राष्ट्रपति भवन के इस भव्य गोदावरी हॉल में आप सबका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करती हूँ। मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगी माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया जी का, जिन्होंने हमें अवसर प्रदान किया उनसे भेंट करने एवं मार्गदर्शन प्राप्त करने का। माननीय महोदया, आज हमारे साथ केंद्रीय विद्युत इंजीनियरिंग सेवा के 111 एवं भारतीय ट्रेड सर्विसेज के 4 प्रशिक्षु अधिकारी उपस्थित हैं। इस सभा कक्ष से मिलने वाले समृद्ध अनुभवों एवं प्रोत्साहन से हमारी कार्यशैली में आत्मविश्वास एवं परस्पर नैतिकता का निरंतर प्रवाह सुनिश्चित होगा। अब मैं स्वागत उद्बोधन के लिए सचिव विद्युत मंत्रालय श्री पंकज अग्रवाल जी को आमंत्रित करती हूँ।
Honorable President of India and dear colleagues, it's my proud privilege to extend warm welcome to Honorable President. I also welcome the Chairperson, Central Electricity Authority, and the newly recruited officers of Central Power Engineering Service belonging to 2018, 2020, and 2021 batches. I also welcome the Director General of Foreign Trade and the officers of Indian Trade Service of 2022 batch. I would like to apprise the Honorable President that the Central Power Engineering Service was created in the year 1965. It plays a critical role in the development and management of power sector of the country. They form the core of Central Electricity Authority. The Central Electricity Authority was originally constituted under Electricity Supply Act of 1948. It was subsequently reorganized in its present form in October 1974. It has evolved as a premier technical organization in the country in the field of power sector. This year, Central Electricity Authority is celebrating its 50th Foundation Day on 15th of October. The Central Electricity Authority not only functions as an advisory body to the Ministry of Power, it also supports state governments in formulation of their policies in the power sector. It particularly advises the central government on the matters relating to national electricity policy and the National Electricity Plan, which have become very complex due to challenges of climate change, requiring transition to renewable energy sources. We also need to ensure that this energy transition also leads to availability of reliable and affordable electricity to all the consumers of this country. The Central Electricity Authority, as part of its statutory functions, specifies various standards on construction of electrical plants and electrical lines and prescribes measures for operation and maintenance of grid. It also collects and records the data on power sector. The Indian Trade Service was created in the year 1985 as a specialized cadre to handle India's international trade and commerce. It forms the core of the Directorate General of Foreign Trade under the Ministry of Commerce, which advises the central government in the formulation of foreign trade policy and is responsible for carrying out that policy. Today's meeting, granted by Honorable President of India, is a historic milestone, particularly for Central Power Engineering Service, This occasion will be treasured by all of us. It will go a long way in motivating these officers to contribute their best to the service of the nation. I express our gratitude to Honorable President for sparing her precious time and inspiring these new entrants to the Government of India. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Honorable President of India, respected dignitaries and my colleagues, a warm good morning to all of you. First of all, I, Pradeep Joshi, on behalf of Central Power Engineering Service 2018, 2020 and 2021 batches, would like to extend my profound gratitude to Honorable President for giving your precious time to young officers. Hailing from a humble district of Almora in Uttarakhand and now standing at the historical Rashtrapati Bhavan, I am deeply grateful for this opportunity to share my experiences in the esteemed presence of the first citizen of the world's largest democracy. We, the officers of CPES cadre, have been posted in various formations of Central Electricity Authority and are entrusted with the responsibility of holistic development of power sector. Our goal is to ensure that every household across the nation has access to a safe, reliable, affordable and quality power supply round the clock. Furthermore, as power engineers, our pivotal role is to help achieve our nation's ambitious target of 500 gigawatt renewable capacity by 2030 and strive for net zero emissions by 2070. This effort is crucial in aligning with our energy transition objectives and addressing the pressing challenges linked to climate change. Ma'am, growth in energy demand is a reflection of economic progress of a nation. In light of India's rapid development trajectory, the pivotal role of Central Electricity Authority in shaping the future of our power sector becomes indispensable. Ma'am, our training commenced at state-of-the-art National Power Training Institute comprised of a well-balanced blend of classroom lectures, field visits, along with a range of simulation training in the field of power sector to enhance our knowledge and get the required technical exposure. In the classroom training, special emphasis was laid on key aspects of power sector. This included regulatory framework of power sector, smart grid technology, tariff regulations, development of power market in India, transmission systems, power distribution management, thermal power plant technology, and various management modules. Further, to get the practical insights of power sector, field visits to Smart Grid Lab in Manesar, HVDC substation in Agra, Bhakra Nangal Dam, solar energy parks, wind energy farms, and biomass plants located in different regions of the country were organized. These visits granted us the necessary practical experience and a perspective on the advancements we have achieved in line with the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Ma'am, the knowledge gained from these training modules will be crucial in carrying out our official responsibilities with utmost integrity. Honorable Ma'am, as I conclude, I feel truly privileged to be a part of Central Electricity Authority, which, being the apex technical body, serve as the guiding force, ensuring that the power sector adheres to the highest standards of efficiency, safety, and reliability. As young officers of CEA, we will persist in our outstanding efforts to steer the nation towards a sustainable and electrified future. I would like to conclude by sharing few lines dedicated to our nation. From darkness to light, India's power takes flight, a vision to empower, igniting the nation's might. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Now, I would like to invite Shri Jitendra Dhakad, an officer of 2021 batch, to share his experiences and insights.
दुनिया के सबसे विशाल लोकतंत्र भारत गणराज्य की परम आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया, यहाँ उपस्थित सुविज्ञ अतिथिगण एवं मेरे सह अधिकारियों को सादर अभिवादन। मैं जितेंद्र धाकड़, केंद्रीय विद्युत अभियांत्रिकी सेवा का अधिकारी, गौरवान्वित महसूस करता हूँ कि मुझे मध्य प्रदेश के शिवपुरी जिले के एक छोटे से गांव से आकर केंद्रीय विद्युत प्राधिकरण जैसे प्रतिष्ठित संगठन से जुड़ने एवं भारत गणराज्य के प्रथम नागरिक के समक्ष अपने अनुभव साझा करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है। मैं इसके लिए उपस्थित सह अधिकारियों की ओर से राष्ट्रपति महोदया को हार्दिक धन्यवाद व्यक्त करता हूँ। राष्ट्रपति महोदया, विद्युत क्षेत्र हमारे राष्ट्र का वो अभिन्न अंग है जिसने ना सिर्फ हमारे घरों को रोशन किया है, अपितु 140 करोड़ लोगों के सपनों को सशक्त किया है। साथ ही शहरी ग्रामीण विभाजन को पाटते हुए दूर दराज के गांवों को जोड़ने में अहम योगदान दिया है। केंद्रीय विद्युत प्राधिकरण में पदस्थ अधिकारी भारतीय विद्युत क्षेत्र के सुचारू रूप से संचालन हेतु विभिन्न नीतियों के गठन एवं उनके कार्यान्वयन को सुनिश्चित करते हैं। साथ ही विद्युत क्षेत्र की जटिल संरचना में केंद्रक की भूमिका निभाते हुए इस क्षेत्र के विभिन्न संगठनों के बीच नियंत्रण एवं समन्वय बनाए रखने का कार्य करते हैं। इस जिम्मेदारी के निर्वहन के योग्य एक सक्षम एवं कुशल लोक सेवक बनने के अविस्मरणीय सफ़र की शुरुआत एक प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रम से हुई। प्रशिक्षण के दौरान हमें लिखित पाठ्यक्रम के वास्तविक अनुभव का ज्ञान हुआ, जिसमें एनटीपीसी के पीएमआई नोएडा एवं पावर ग्रिड लीडरशिप अकेडमी जैसे संस्थानों के कुशलतम प्रशिक्षकों द्वारा कक्षा शिक्षण एवं प्रायोगिक साक्षात्कार के माध्यम से न सिर्फ हमारी तकनीकी दक्षता एवं कुशलता को निखारा, बल्कि एक बहुमुखी एवं परिपक्व चरित्र के निर्माण में सहयोग किया। इस दौरान विद्युत क्षेत्र के 3 आयाम विद्युत उत्पादन, संचरण एवं वितरण से जुड़े विभिन्न संगठनों की कार्यप्रणाली को अनुभूत करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ, जिसमें विविध माध्यम से ऊर्जा के उत्पादन, ग्रिड प्रबंधन, ग्रिड संहिता, विद्युत व्यापार, विद्युत शुल्कों के निर्धारण एवं विद्युत वितरण में विभिन्न तकनीकी एवं व्यावसायिक हानियों को कम करने के तरीकों को समझने का अवसर मिला एवं साथ ही इन सभी के परिपालन में आने वाली चुनौतियों एवं आधुनिक तकनीक तथा प्रणालियों के माध्यम से उन चुनौतियों से निपटने के तरीकों को समझने का भी अवसर मिला। प्रशिक्षण में हमें आभास हुआ कि बिजली केवल तारों के माध्यम से बहते हुए इलेक्ट्रॉन का प्रवाह ही नहीं, बल्कि वो बल है जो जीवन, समुदाय एवं राष्ट्र को एक नई दिशा प्रदान कर सकता है। महोदया, आज हमारा राष्ट्र दुनिया में बिजली का तीसरा सबसे बड़ा उपभोक्ता होने के साथ साथ 424 गीगावाट की क्षमता के साथ तीसरा सबसे बड़ा उत्पादक भी है, जिसकी मदद से पिछले महीने 240 गीगावाट बिजली की मांग की आपूर्ति की गई, जो कि आज तक का सबसे बड़ा आंकड़ा है। यह जानकर बड़े हर्ष की अनुभूति होती है कि आज हमारे राष्ट्र के प्रत्येक ग्राम का विद्युतीकरण हो चुका है। साथ ही हम राष्ट्र के कोने कोने में प्रत्येक नागरिक को 24 घंटे बिजली की उपलब्धता सुनिश्चित कराने एवं संपूर्ण ऊर्जा सुरक्षा के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने की ओर प्रयासरत हैं। देश के विद्युत क्षेत्र के विकास का अंदाज़ा इस बात से लगाया जा सकता है कि मौजूदा समय में प्रति व्यक्ति सालाना बिजली खपत आज़ादी के समय के 16 इकाई से बढ़कर 1327 इकाई तक पहुंच चुकी है। महोदया, हमारा उद्देश्य न सिर्फ स्मार्ट ग्रिड, डिजिटल तकनीक एवं ऊर्जा भंडारण के माध्यम से बिजली उपलब्धता को विश्वसनीय एवं कुशल बनाना है, बल्कि जलवायु परिवर्तन एवं प्रदूषण को मद्देनजर रखते हुए नवीनीकरण एवं स्वच्छ ऊर्जा को अधिक से अधिक अपनाना है। इसके लिए हम भारत सरकार द्वारा निर्धारित 2030 तक 292 गीगावाट सौर ऊर्जा क्षमता के एकीकरण के लक्ष्य को हासिल करने एवं हाल ही में नई दिल्ली में आयोजित ऐतिहासिक G20 सम्मेलन के प्रख्यापन के तहत वैश्विक स्तर पर नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा क्षमता को 3 गुना करने के लिए पुरजोर प्रयत्न करेंगे। साथ ही भारतवर्ष की वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की परंपरा पर अग्रसित वन सन, वन वर्ल्ड, वन ग्रिड को अमल करने में भी अपनी भूमिका अदा करेंगे। हम आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि इस पावन अमृतकाल के दौरान अपने उत्तरदायित्वों का पूरी अखंडता एवं जिम्मेदारी के साथ निर्वहन करते हुए राष्ट्र निर्माण में अहम योगदान देंगे। राष्ट्र को समर्पित इन पंक्तियों के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देना चाहूँगा। सर्वलोकेषु रम्यम सदा भारतम, सर्वदेशेषु पूज्यम महद भारतम। अर्थात सारे लोकों में रमणीय हमारा भारत है, सारे देशों में पूजनीय हमारा महान भारत है। जय हिंद, जय भारत। अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगा भारतीय व्यापार सेवा के प्रशिक्षु अधिकारी श्री अमूल बाहुलियान जी को कि वो आएँ और अपने अनुभव साझा करें।
A very good morning to the Honorable President of India, senior officers, staff members, and my fellow officer trainees. On behalf of all the probationers of the Indian Trade Service 2022 batch, I, Amal Bahulian K, express my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable President for giving us an opportunity to share our journey as officer trainees of ITS. The ancient civilization of India has a history of trade dating back to at least 2600 BC, when the Harappans traded with the Mesopotamians. Across centuries, India has continued to engage in friendly relations with the outside world through trade. Today, trade plays a pivotal role in achieving India's aim of becoming a $5 trillion economy and achieving great power status. We feel privileged to be able to contribute in this great endeavor. Honorable President, our professional training began at the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. We were taught international trade theories, trade logistics, trade operations, and global business environment. Various subject matter experts gave us a detailed conceptual understanding of how export-led growth works and what opportunities and challenges exist for a developing economy like ours. We were acquainted with the multilateral trade mechanisms under WTO as well as the scope and relevance of bilateral trade mechanisms like FTAs. Identification of right products, right markets, and right trade policies is of paramount importance in enhancing exports. In this regard, courses like market identification, trade analytics, and global value chains helped increase our expertise. At the national level, we were acquainted with laws and policies adopted by India in the arena of foreign trade, like FTDR Act, Foreign Trade Policy, Special Economic Zones, and export-oriented units. We also visited the Nhava Sheva port in Mumbai, Land Customs port in Meghalaya, and had classroom sessions at NAS in Mumbai to understand customs procedures involved in the goods trade. We also understood the financing of trade through courses on trade finance and on Foreign Exchange Management Act at Reserve Bank Staff College, Chennai. The participation of industry is critical in foreign trade. Thus, the training program also included various exposure visits to industries located in SEZs across India, along with export promotion councils and commodity boards. Our interactions with exporters helped us gain an understanding of their demands and expectations from us when we enter into our future roles as trade facilitators. Honorable President, the training we received has instilled in us a confidence to enter the field as responsible karmayogis in this Kartavya Kal and contribute positively to the enhancement of trade. This visit to Rashtrapati Bhavan has instilled in us a renewed sense of commitment and responsibility towards the service of our nation. We feel deeply honored to meet the first citizen of this great country, an experience none of us would forget in our lifetime. Honorable President, we thank you once again for gracing us with your presence. Jai Hind.
Dear pensioners of Central Power in Engineering Service and Indian Trade Service, I congratulate you all for your selection in the prestigious services. I believe that your training has enabled you to make effective contribution in the progress of power and trade sectors of India. Both these services are important in the context of economic growth and development of the country. One more thing that is common for both these sectors is that they promote connectivity, and an interconnected ecosystem further boosts energy and trade sectors. Dear officers of Central Power Engineering Service, power sector is one of the prime movers for India's development. The goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat is closely connected to a robust power sector. The aims of uninterrupted power supply to all and improved standards of living would be possible due to your dedication and commitment towards expanding and maintaining a strong power infrastructure through engineering solutions. I am told that Central Power Engineering Service has been contributing significantly for planned growth in the areas of electricity generation, transmission, and distribution. It has played a crucial role in quality, reliability, and safety of power systems. Today, India has an installed capacity of about 424 gigawatts with one interconnected national grid for seamless power flow. Credit for this also goes to the officers of Central Power Engineering Service. Dear officers, one of the indicators of socio-economic progress of a country is energy demand and consumption. Therefore, as India moves to become the third largest economy of the world, demand and consumption of power will certainly increase, which will further drive the country's development. Also, with growing awareness and progress, the expectations regarding electricity supply have changed. Energy efficiency and renewable energy are the key pillars for achieving India's goal of net zero emissions. According to International Energy Agency, energy efficiency is called the fast fuel in clean energy transitions. It provides some of the quickest and most cost-effective climate change mitigation options. It also reduces energy bills and strengthens energy security. I urge you to focus on increasing energy efficiency, which will make it easier to achieve the climate change related goals. You may face several challenges in the progress of energy transition and grid integration, but you must play a productive role in adopting holistic approach to address the challenges. Dear young officers, you should explore the adopt of latest technologies in the field of power engineering. You should strive to achieve bigger milestones through greater use of technology and innovation. The future of the power sector lies in research and innovation, be it in energy storage, grid management, or new forms of energy generation. I urge you to give importance to research and development in power sector so that India remains competitive at the global stage. Dear officers of Indian Trade Services, as you know, trade forms the backbone of economics. It promotes investment, creates jobs, drives economic growth, and improves standards of living. Trade discussions forms important part of almost all bilateral and multilateral meetings and summits. During my meetings with heads of states and delegations also, trade-related issues are discussed. Here I would like to share that India is at the forefront of global trade facilitation efforts. India is committed to digital and sustainable trade facilitation, and you are going to play a key role in trade promotion. You, the Indian Trade Service officers, are not just trade regulators but are trade facilitators too. Your service demands the knowledge of both international relations and nuances of trade operations so that you can bring up new dimensions in trade negotiations and trade policies and provide new impetus to boost India's trade. You also have a major role in formulating strategies to boost exports from India. As you must be aware, Foreign Trade Policy 2023 is based on principles of trust and partnership with the exporters. It also focuses on process, re-engineering and automation for facilitate ease of doing business for exporters. You should also learn and use the latest tools of trade analytics to understand the emerging international trade scenario. You require holistic outlooks as well as specific domain expertise to comprehend and handle global challenges. Dear officers, as we know, the social, economic, political interests of national are interlinked. Therefore, whatever decisions you make and the actions you take will have an impact on the overall development of the country. You should align yourselves to the broader goals and economic interest of India. I convey my best wishes to you for a bright future. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.